Testing, testing. Hey, we are live. Here we go. Here we go. We're talking about it. We're talking about Colby Covington versus Usman, UFC 268. We're reacting to it. We're also going to be reacting to Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. These are two big fights. They're happening tonight. We're going to be reacting to both. We're monitoring, reaction on both of these things. I want to update very quickly. I have to do this right now. I need to update. I'll take these off here in a bit. I'm just checking my levels. I want to update a prediction that I made. I'm going to tell it right now. I need to update a prediction. I am now switching my prediction. And listen, this is a tough fight. This is a close fight, but I'm going to switch my prediction from Usman to Covington. And I said before, if you check that out, if you were live with us last night, that was we weren't sure, right? That was a close one. But I'm switching my prediction. I'm going to tell you why. Because I did a lot of analysis. I looked at the weigh-in. I looked at the lead-up stuff. I looked at so many things. Okay, there's a lot of people that are jumping too fast here, and I don't think they did the right analysis, in my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their analysis, and I saw pro after pro, and they were all everyone I saw was picking Usman. But I saw a couple things, and I've got an equation right in back of me of why I think Covington's going to win. I reran the first fight because UFC put that out on YouTube, and they were showing that first fight again. So I looked at that. I looked at everything. I looked at the training. I looked at interviews with Covington. I spent hours researching this, and I'm picking Covington tonight. And I'm going to tell you why, and let's go do it right now, Paul. We've got it right here. I've got my equation. If we can see it right here, everything's 3B plus B minus W minus S equals L. That's crucial. Now, let me tell you what that means. And let me tell you what this equation means. 3B, let's start with that. That's huge. In that first fight, first of all, everyone, Usman. So that first fight, no matter who you like or who you're picking tonight or who you picked then or who you're a fan of, that first fight was so competitive. It was so close. Both of them hurt each other. Both of them were gas at times. Both of them were shook up and took command. That first fight was so competitive. So anyone that says, it's a blowout, Usman's so much better, his coach, guess what? His boxing coach is not in there with him. Let's understand that right now. His boxing coach is not in there with him. Usman's in there with Covington. Covington is so focused. Ah, yes, Dr. Disrespect. That guy's great, by the way. Love that guy. He is so focused right now. I'm going to turn up the gain on this just a little bit here. But I want to say, I'm telling you right now, I'm the MMA expert, and I've done a lot of research on this, and I think I know where I'm coming, where this is going to play out. Okay, 3B. What does that mean? What 3B means? I'm going to boost the gain a little bit more here. What 3B means is Usman, at one point or another, Paul, took 3 breaks, got 3 breaks during that first fight. That's a huge deal. Okay, I saw it. Let me set the framework. My analysis, my expert analysis is Usman is stronger, he's bigger, he's a more technical striker. But Colby Covington is, I think, tougher, mentally tougher, more durable, and has a much higher pace that he can do. I mean, I think during the Tyrone Woodley fight, he threw like 571 strikes, something crazy. It was insane. Or one of these fights, the pace that he can do is insane. And I told you, what did I say last night? I said that, hey, Colby Covington looks like he's really dialed in. Colby Covington looks like he's really in shape. Colby Covington looks like he's really focused on that cardio. And he just said in this interview, he just did an interview, and I saw it, and it was with, I think, someone from a reporter from the UK, and he says, you're going to see Colby Covington 2.0. 2.0. Yeah. Yes. Colby Covington 2.0. Now I'm going to keep boosting this gain on this. That's a little bit. I hope I don't. But all right, how we doing? Test. Still sounds fine, I think. Colby Covington 2, and he also said, importantly, he's going to do whatever it takes to win. Now, I want to go over that. That's a framework. You have to understand this equation. You have to understand this equation to understand what this means. 3B plus B minus W minus S equals L. Okay? What does that mean? At one point in the fight, rounds 2, rounds 3, rounds 4. Yes, Joseph. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Rounds 2, 3, and 4. Usman got a break. First, it was the, in my opinion, questionable / phantom low kick. That looked like that was a liver shot. That was definitely, even DC was saying that was on the belt line. So Usman gets a break. And first of all, that referee, Mark Goddard, I mean, listen, I in my opinion, there could have been a little better referee in there. Okay, so Usman gets a break. And what was happening right there? Usman was shook up. Usman had been hurt by Covington. In each of those times, Usman was hurt, except for the last time. The next time, Usman was clearly stung. And even Covington was very smart. Yeah, there were some fingers out there from Covington, in my opinion, but the fingers were on the left side. Usman's in the corner there, covering his right eye. So I mean, you know, and according to Covington, now of course, so Covington has his opinions, going to try to sell out. I get it, but according to Covington, you know, Covington was questioning the whole situation. Okay. The third time was when, in the fourth round, Covington seemed to think that maybe there was an eye poke there, and who knows, right? And then, and remember, Covington was fighting for at least 2+ rounds with a broken jaw, and he was still almost took Usman out. So you got to think about that. So for whatever reason, and we can debate whether it's, we're going to have a reaction here. But I have to say this, because this equation is so important. We're going to get right to the live reaction. So hold on a second. But that's huge. Usman got 3 breaks, and every time he came back from a break, he was doing a lot better. Usman was gassing out. And remember, Covington's whole thing is to wear you out. He's not super precise. He doesn't have super power. But the volume, but he's awesome in everything pretty much, right? But the volume of what he's able to do is what breaks you. Okay, so 3 breaks is what Usman got. That's a big deal. Plus speed. That's a broken jaw. I mean, Covington was fighting with the broken jaw, and that's how Usman took him out. It wasn't some superpower. He just went for that jaw, and he got to the jaw. The dude had a broken jaw or something. Maybe it wasn't broken. He was busted up. He was certainly hurt. Who knows, right? And there's claims if it wasn't. So listen, there's storylines both ways. And I picked Usman, but I'm switching to Covington now. Minus W. Dude, Colby Covington, the ultimate, the wrestler, the D1 wrestler, didn't wrestle. Didn't even go for a shot. I don't know if he even faked a shot. The dude didn't. How do you wear someone out if you don't wrestle? Okay, it's best takedown even. Doesn't matter. The point of the wrestling is not to take him down. That's great. The point of the wrestling for Colby Covington is to tire out Usman. He didn't do that the first time. He knows he messed up in that. He said that in the interview. We're going to see wrestling tonight. That is my first, super prediction right there. I mean, I'm super confident you're going to see wrestling from Colby Covington tonight. Just like he did. Dude, Tyron Woodley's a great wrestler. Guess what? He dominated Tyron Woodley in wrestling. So you're going to see wrestling tonight because you've got to, right? You got to drain him. And I also think Usman's legs are suspect. Joe Rogan was saying that. Joe Rogan was saying oh yeah, he has a hard time moving around, walking around. So dude, how about low kicks? How about wrestling? Bad joints. Right. Okay. So minus wrestling. Now minus S. This all goes to this. He didn't fight smart. He said that. He was trying to play it up. He was hands down. He was trying to entertain the fans. That's what kept him in the contract. That's what sells tickets. But you know what sells the most tickets? Winning. And he knows he messed up. He wasn't fighting to win. He was fighting to entertain. He messed up in that. So that's the equation. 3B plus B minus W minus equals a loss. You're not going to see that tonight from Colby Covington. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to for sure win. And Usman is bigger. He has great striking. He's at a great camp. He's got a great coach. All that type of stuff. But he's older. He's got miles, right? And he wasn't tested. Hey, I agree with Covington. I don't think Usman wanted this fight. I don't think he wanted this fight. If you watch that first fight again, you know what kind of danger Usman was in. And I think Covington's going to have a higher level. And Covington said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. This guy he's going to have his hands up. He's going to be wrestling. He's going to put pressure on him Paul, what's your reaction to that? Let's get reacting to all the actions coming in here because we got all kinds of stuff going on with boxing and MMA. Give me your reaction of my change pick. I'm picking Covington now. I'm not saying it's going to be very competitive. Anything can happen. This is what makes this fight so incredibly interesting, in my opinion. But knowing everything that seeing what I've seen, being the expert, I'm saying it's Covington. I think he's hungrier. I think he's got the game plan. I don't think he fought the fight. I mean, look at it this way. All the breaks, if you will, and everything that Usman wanted to do, he was able to do in the first fight. He didn't have to wrestle. You know, the refs seemed to be sort of favored. I'm not saying that. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I mean, like things seem to be going Usman's way in the first fight. Let me revise and extend. That's my opinion. Things seem to be going Usman's way in the first fight. You broke his jaw, you know, or his jaw was damaged. You can't always say that's going to happen this time, right? And so, you know, Usman better have gotten a lot better because if he didn't get a lot better, I think Colby gives him everything and then some tonight. Paul, your reaction to my analysis on that. Now let's get to the reaction. Let's react. There's a lot of things happening out there, both MMA and boxing, and we're reacting to both. Tell me what you think.
Let me just say this very quickly. So here's where we're at right now. I think Canelo and Plant is on deck. I think they'll be making ring walks.
Nice. That is such an exciting fight. And I've done more research on that. That is even more interesting. I think the bottom line on the Canelo versus Plant thing is, listen, Plant is super dangerous in this, right? But this is a different level. And I think Canelo is at that higher level, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I think Caleb Plant's got something. I think he's bringing something. So I think that's a very live fight, but I like Canelo in that fight. Go ahead.
Yeah, and in the UFC event, there's right now Edgar versus Vera. So we are, that is the next fight before.
We'll be reacting. We get
into the next two. The championship fights are on deck. As far as what you said as regards Usman and Colby, I think it's great. I haven't rewatched that fight, so I haven't studied it like you have. I've always believed in Covington. That doesn't mean I think he's going to win the fight, but he is a top-level fighter.
Oh, my gosh.
Beating anybody.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt about that. Anybody that doesn't know that is kidding themselves. And, I have definitely heard about Usman that he does have suspect joints. That he does have, his legs are kind of.
That's what I've heard.
He has a bunch of aches and pains, and he's 34 years old. If Covington's in there wearing them out, everything can catch up.
And oh, by the way,
that's what we've seen with Woodley.
Right.
Woodley was
right.
dominant until he wasn't.
Right.
And then
Great point.
He wasn't. He went off a cliff.
Right.
So that can happen to Usman at any time, especially if you're going with a cardio freak like Colby.
Fans out there, give me people in the chat here. Give me the feedback. How is the sound level? Are the audio levels okay? Too high? Too low? I can adjust it. Let me know where we're at on that. It sounds pretty good in my ears here, but maybe we're a little light. You want me to turn it up? Let me know. Turn it up or turn it down on the sound. Let me know in the chat over here. I agree with you. I like that analysis with Tyler and Woodley. I think that's where we're at on this one. I think, super dominant until you're not. And here's the other thing. When you're someone that relies on that physicality and right, and having that edge on everybody else, and when that goes, it all goes. You know what I mean? And that
when that goes, it's very scary because you don't have that anymore.
You don't have it. You don't have anything. You don't have anything. So listen, Usman's tough. He's super tough. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, I like Covington in this because listen, Usman's he's a great striker and great. That's great. That's cool. Okay, Gaethje won for that camp. Fantastic. I already thought Gaethje was going to win that fight. I think that was no disrespect to Michael Chandler, but in my opinion, that was the least competitive of these three fights, right, from that camp. So in terms of predictions, now, guess what? Colby
said in the live stream last night.
Colby Covington has a new camp. Okay, so he has a new camp, and he made a great point when he was at AT&T. Listen, that's a huge organization. There's a lot of different fighters there. Poirier, there's a lot of different things going on there. He was one of many. Now, where's the difference between boxing is when you've got a boxing camp, it's all focused on just you. So now he's gone to, I think, I can't remember the exact name of the gym. I had it and I lost it. He has a new gym in Miami. And there's a lot more focus on him. So he's got that focus now. So there's a lot. So they both have changed. We'll see who's made more adjustments. And okay, yeah, maybe Covington hasn't had as many fights. Guess what? That could be good. That could be bad, right? I mean, again, you put too much mileage on, and we're going to see what happens right here. Okay, so that's my theory on it. I'm picking Colby Covington. And I think if I'll put it to you like this. If they reran that first fight, or you ran that first fight again, and Usman doesn't, there are no breaks in it, I think you can see a totally different result. Even with the jaw. I'm telling you, Usman, he was getting tired, in my opinion. They both got tired at times. But if Covington's cardio has gone up and he's able to tire Usman out, you're going to see some stuff. I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting. Listen, it's going to be a very interesting fight. And that's what makes it so exciting, because anything can happen. There's no doubt about it. Again, tell me in the chat, volume too high, too low? Silva, what do you want to say? I don't know. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Let me know what you're trying to say there. Let me know if the volume's too high or too low. Too high. Well, hey, listen, brother. It is what it is. Too high or too low. Are we okay on the volume? Let me know. I can turn up. I can turn down. All right, now let's get into this. Let's get into it right now. Let's see how we doing. Give me the update right now on the boxing side, Paul. Which one's ahead or behind here? Are we? I think the boxing's ahead of the UFC, right? Right or wrong?
The boxing is ahead of the UFC. We are going into the main event of the boxing. I don't know exactly.
Perfect.
I don't think we're not there yet, but the UFC is on the third to last fight, so the boxing is ahead of the UFC.
Yes. Now let's react on that. So let's talk about that right here. So it looks like on the UFC side, it looks like, Edgar's doing very well. It looks like there's he's very active. That's always a staple of Frankie Edgar right now. I mean, he's got the takedowns. And look, I favored Frankie Edgar in this fight. I mean, he's still there. He's still doing his thing. There's no doubt about it. He's very competitive. Absolutely. Always has been. Over Vera. So I like what's going on with Frankie Edgar in that. On the fight side here, we're getting ready for it. We're probably 15 minutes out on the fight side. Look, the Frankie Edgar fight, I wasn't as focused on that. That's good. That's no disrespect. But this all comes down to, the two championship fights. That's what's up, right? That's what I really want to see right here. Paul, give me your analysis of where we're at. What do you think? Who's got the mental edge on this right now? Right now, I've got one round for Edgar. I think he's winning that, and I think he's looking pretty decent here so far.
Yeah, look, people say that this is Edgar's putting in a really solid performance so far. I'm not somebody that's diligently followed Frankie Edgar's career. I certainly watched him early with his family, people like Gray Maynard.
Right. Oh my gosh, that was wow.
Recent fights, Edgar's been a little bit on the downside.
Right.
Apparently, he's showing up tonight. Well, and good
right.
For him.
Right.
He's close to home in New York.
Well, right. I understand. Right. Exactly. I understand. That all makes sense. I understand why it's on the card and everything like that. But I mean, right. Listen, everyone's got to make their own decisions and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Well, hey, it's going to be interesting to see how much longer Frankie fights, I guess is the point. But he's doing it. He's in there. He's at the higher end of the card and he's winning. So good for Frankie. Absolutely. And he's doing it in Madison Square Garden. If you're from Jersey, I mean, hey, to say we're one of the top fights in Madison Square Garden, that's amazing. That's a lifetime deal. Let me know in the chat over here. Is the volume too high or too low? I'm seeing that's sort of mid-level here in the bar, so I think that's good. It sounds okay here, but I just want to make sure that we're okay on that. So let me know about that. Okay, so yeah, so now it seems that Vera is starting to get a little bit more active. So it's getting a little bit closer, but he's still down with the takedowns. Frankie's still definitely much busier. I think that it's competitive, but now remember, it's about a year ago today that Colby Covington took out Tyrone Woodley in dramatic fashion and really just dominated that fight. And in that fight, the dude had 3 takedowns, 78 strikes, was very, very dominant. and that's against a former champ, and just ran through him. So I mean, Colby Covington only has 2 losses, and one of them was very early in his career. So I just like, where Colby Covington is coming from on this one. I think so many people get caught up in the persona, Paul, and to some degree, all the other stuff, that I think there's a lot of people that just, are sort of maybe react against that without looking at without looking at just how great this fighter is. I don't care what, you know what I'm saying? And I'll say this real quick too. Here's the other thing. All the reports were, and I've seen this from other people too, and listen, I met Chael Sonnen, and I was on the mat with Chael Sonnen and stuff, and I can tell that story another time. And we had a little, it was a lot, listen, I was trying to educate the MMA world at that time, and about, like, listen, this is entertainment, right? There's people that were reacting to me and what I was doing with the MMA expert and everything. I was like, listen, I get used, right? This is entertainment. And I think, right. And in my opinion, it wouldn't surprise me if Chael picked up on that, and we had some conversations, and I don't want to get too deep into that right now, but it wasn't too long after that you saw the bad guy come out. Bad Guy Incorporated, and Chael's, career totally took off. And so I'm not taking credit for anything, or I'm just saying that you can see those videos where I did it, and interviewing Jake Shields, and then talking to the Strikeforce people, and interviewing Herschel Walker, right? Interviewing Cain Velasquez, interviewing Josh Koscheck, all et cetera, et cetera.
And just to be clear, I'm talking about interviewing Herschel Walker when Herschel Walker did MMA.
Correct, with Strikeforce, that's right. And he's down there with Javier Mendez and the people at AKA and the Strikeforce. And so the point is it's good business. So here's my point with Colby Covington. You can hate on Colby Covington if you thought your job was on the line. First of all, this is all entertainment. This is all about selling pay-per-views. This is all about getting box office. If you thought your job was on the line, and because you had no personality, and we've seen that. Who else? We just saw that with someone else. That was
the WWE just cut like
sure
15, 20 people.
Sure. Yeah, you right. You got right.
They were getting over.
Yeah, right. And it's not like it hasn't. There's been some. So if you thought your job was on the line, and there's been a bunch of other people, I'm just losing some names right now, but there's a bunch of other people, because I'm concentrating on a bunch of other things, who are great fighters. They're not exciting. They're not entertaining. They're not entertaining. There's no sizzle or pizzazz there. And then you make a change, and all of a sudden you start ringing the cash register. Hey, guess what? Conor McGregor is not as good of a fighter as Khabib. Who's got more money? I mean, right? That's what you need to know right there. So don't hate on the dude for cashing in. He's cashing in. It's no different than Mayweather and Logan Paul cashing in, right? And people like it, and people do. So you the people that hate on Covington love to hate on him, right? You need, they want that type of thing right there. So, okay, on this Frankie Edgar thing, let's talk about that. Let's just give the update on that one. Listen, I like where it's. I mean, Vera's coming back. I think it's even. I told you we had more activity there. I think it's even in terms of rounds. But Frankie's definitely banked some more stuff. But he banked it early. It's kind of a weird thing, and we talked about this before. It's kind of, how do you score these things, right? I mean, do you score it on the total fight? Do you score it round by round? The judging is round by round. If you do all your work in the first round and you do 100 strikes, and then you do one strike the next round, it's an even fight, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing right there. It looks like, Vera is stepping up and getting some things done there. Definitely, looks like he was hitting with this leg kick and stuff. So it's, this is interesting. And it's getting, there's a lot of heat. It's going to the last round here. So we're going to really see this. This fight looks really close. It looks really close here. So we're going to see how this all winds up. Paul, what's your, and then we're going to get ready for the championship fights here. How are we doing on the boxing side? Because I know that's about ready here.
Yeah, the last thing I heard was that Canelo was about to do the ring walk. That was about 5 minutes ago. So I would imagine the guys are in the ring. I have to check that.
Nice.
But yeah, it's getting real close.
Nice. Yeah, ring announcement. Jimmy Lennon Jr. is doing the ring announcement on that. So we are definitely Definitely keeping that. Now, here's a stat. This is very interesting from CBS Boxing here. That look, Plant has a massive advantage. He has almost a half a foot advantage in height, right? And a significant, significant reach advantage.
162.
He's up there. I mean, Plant has a big advantage. He's got a height advantage and a reach advantage. Now, that is definitely a factor. Now, is that going to be? But look, Canelo took out Kovalev. Canelo. I really like where Canelo's at on this, but I think a lot of people are just, here's the thing. I'm pushing back on the people that are automatically like, Canelo's going to win for sure. Listen, this is a tough fight for Canelo. This is not an easy fight for Canelo. This is going to be very interesting. You're talking about someone's very technical. Dude, I've seen Caleb Plant in there, and you see there's a video where it has some highlights, and it's just showing his movement, and he had his hands down and was just ducking and weaving. This dude couldn't even get him, and that's another pro. And he was just evading, and you couldn't even hit him. Now, I don't think that's almost Roy Jones style. Now, I don't think that's the smartest thing to do, but I mean, the dude wasn't touched. His movement is he's very crafty. Let's get back to this Frankie Edgar thing here. Let's get back. This is getting closer now, dude. This is getting closer. I mean, the significant strikes are oh my goodness. This is getting very close. Oh my goodness here. Let's see if we can get an update on that. Let's see here. I don't know. I can't believe this. Let's see.
You have to see what they're thinking there.
Oh, wow. I think, Edgar's done. Vera kicked it. Edgar's done. It's over. Edgar's finished. That's like,
with a head kick. It's over.
Wow. Edgar is done. Feel bad for Frankie, man. He was doing his thing. That's the problem, dude. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, Frankie's like the busy, like this, the busy bee in there or whatever. He's a lot high pace, tough dude. But you got, I mean, here's the thing with contact sports and stuff, right? And I've done a lot of contact sports and, obviously lifting. You got to know when it's over. You got to know when to get out. That's for sure. But competitive fight, Frankie was in there doing a great job. I mean, so I don't, listen, I don't think I have any complaints about that. But if I were Frankie, I would definitely, in my opinion, I mean, everyone's got to do their own thing. I'm not giving any advice, but I think I'll just say it like I said before. It'll be interesting to see when Frankie thinks it's time to call it a career. But he was in that fight, and anyone can get caught. Anyone can get clipped. Hey, look, we're getting ready. Championship fights now. This is great. Everything for the rest of the night is, and again, props and respect to Frankie. Great competitor, doing his thing in that fight, no doubt about it. Yes. So, okay. Now, let's go here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's here. We got a couple little. We're just gonna clean up a couple things here. Clean up a couple things. Okay. Bashan, we do everything right, brother. We're reacting here. This is a reaction show right here, as we talked about. So that's that's where we're going on here. We're doing analysis and reaction here. That's what we're doing. Analysis and reaction. Everything now is championship fights from here on out. And we've got, Rose versus Weili Zhang and Rose Namajunas. I mean, listen, all these things are going to be amazing. These are going to be amazing. I'm super excited about this. And Canelo, it's all the introductions are going now here. Okay, final instructions, touch gloves. It's on. It's live right now, Paul. I mean, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy.
It's going to be a great fight. Look, the thing with the Canelo fights can end at any time. I like I said in last prediction, I believe that Caleb Plant is going to come out quick.
Yes.
And he needs to do that.
He has to do that. Caleb's doing great with the jab, but Canelo's got tremendous defense. There's no doubt about it. I think they're trying to gauge each other now to find out what's going on. I think Canelo's trying to find out, just what kind of level this other person's at, how much danger there is. Let me know also in the comments there where we're at with the volume. I think it sounds kind of in the middle here. Are we okay on the volume in the chat? Are we too high, too low? Let me try to do a quick adjustment here. It sounds okay. I mean, I don't know. Test. How are we on the? I think it does its own adjustment. I think it just does its own thing here on the. It sounds fine, but I think they do their own processing there. I'm gonna try one last adjustment here. That's just got to be too high. Test. Yeah, I think it's its own deal here. I'm gonna turn that back down just so it's not like test. Well, no, I don't know. We'll go in the middle here. All right, so this is gonna be. Oh man, dude, I just like. Here we go. Listen. Canelo's pressing him, but he's doing a good job avoiding. I mean, both these. This is going to be a high level fight. I'm really so excited about this. This is going to be a really high level fight with Canelo and Plant. I think this is the kind of challenge that Canelo has needed for a long time. I think, right?
And the thing is can Plant rise to the challenge? It's never been in a
That's the biggest question.
And we haven't seen that.
Right. I think there's a number of questions here. What's Canelo's stamina like if Plant really presses him? Can Plant, the biggest question is, can Plant rise to the challenge? Number one. Number two, what's Canelo's stamina going to look like if Plant really presses him for a long time? And also, okay, that's what thank you, Sean. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way back down here. How we doing there, buddy? Is that better? See, it's weird because here I'm getting feedback here, and in my earphones, it sounds fine, but then like I know what the normal settings for this mic should be. Are we better now? Let me know, Sean. Appreciate that. Definitely. I'll just go for the what I normally do here. Okay. I think Plant. You see, what I've seen with Plant is his movement. Okay, I don't have that level of control yet. I don't think we probably do, but I just didn't have time to set everything up. Let me just, I'll just tweak that down a little bit more there. There we go. Better. Let me know. I listen. Plant is so skilled, and his movement is so great. Especially his movement is so great. Okay, here we go. Okay, Alvarez is working that body. Close round. Okay. They're saying that that Canelo won that fight. Won that round, which I could see that, right? I mean, that's going to be sort of that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me because he's used to this level. He's used to that level of activity. Okay, cool. Okay, very good. I should have stayed with with normal. I'm getting fooled. I fooled myself or something. I don't know. I'm getting, I see the levels here and I'm hearing in my headphones, but then I should have stayed with the normal settings on this mic. Is what I should have stayed with there. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, perfect. That's what I saw right there. So what Plant is able to do is get you out of position, Paul, and make you miss and get you tired and just do some wild shots, almost like a Michael Venom Page, sort of. Okay, perfect. Almost like a Michael Venom Page. I'll turn it down even a little because I know I get loud sometimes, so it's better to be a little bit lower than okay, there we go. We should be good there. So let me know, Sean. All right. And that, listen, you always get hurt by the shot you don't see. And Caleb has dropped some people by getting him out of position. He's spun him around. He does so his positioning, his footwork is really, really good. So I think there's going to be a real chess match on that end of it. For sure. I think that's going to be interesting. Let me see. How are we doing with the Rose versus Zhang? Is that on yet?
I haven't. I've got to let them watch that deal.
Okay.
Right now.
I know we're doing double duty now. We're doing double duty here. Reacting in the chat. Let me know. Who do you like? Championship fights. Canelo versus Plant. Who do you have in that fight? Also, Zhang versus Namajunas. Who do you have in that fight? And then Covington versus Usman. Who do you have in that? And if you're just joining now, I'm picking Covington. I picked Usman last night. I'm going to tell you why real quick. I'll go over this. I've got the equation right here. 3B plus B minus W minus S equals L. What does this mean? There was 3 breaks in the fight, and Usman was able to sort of get a rest. Both of them did, but I think that really benefited Usman. I think he was getting tired, and he was also kind of a little bit stung in that. Covington, did he break the jaw? Did he not? I don't know. He clearly was hurt. Right? So he was clearly hurt in that. And thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Thank you, Sean, for the feedback on the sound. Really appreciate that. Appreciate you out there and checking it out. And I think that definitely, I mean, listen, Covington was fighting hurt for rounds and he almost won that fight. There was no wrestling right there. And that's the main thing that Covington had. It didn't do any wrestling. So how do you fight without, how do you not do what you're best at? That didn't make any sense because wrestling's not about for Usman, it's not about taking him down. It's about neutralizing his technical striking and also wearing him out. So you've got to at least tie him up, get him tired. You don't have to go for a full-blown takedown. Do some Greco. Just make him work. And then minus S, he even said he wasn't fighting smart. Hands were down. He was trying to play to the crowd. He wasn't fighting smart. This time he says he's Kobe 2.0 this time. I saw that interview a few days ago, and that would equal the loss. So I think those things changed tonight. I wonder if Covington's right that Usman didn't want this fight. And listen, I think it's going to be a tough fight. And I think Covington says he's going to do whatever it takes to win this fight. So I think Covington's very, very hungry. You have Usman already talking about doing fights with Canelo Alvarez and stuff. And I understand. I would go for the money too. No doubt about it. I mean, so you've seen some of these fights that are just, these exhibitions that are just making so much money. So I understand that. Now, okay, here we go. Bro. Whoa. Okay. So, yeah. So, wow. Okay. So, Canelo up another round. 2 rounds Canelo. Listen, it's can Plant deal with the pressure of Canelo? And I mean, Canelo's very, very strong. And he seems to almost have gotten stronger and in some ways better at super middleweight, which is it's almost counterintuitive. But I mean, Canelo is so tough. And he brings that toughness. He brings that physicality. When you were in a fight with Canelo, and Canelo's technical too, but it's a war, Paul. What do you think about that?
I think the problem right now is that Plant's got to get his respect.
There you go.
Slow Canelo down. I don't think that's really happened yet, and I thought he would be able to do it. We haven't done it yet. Meaning, basically, Canelo's walking through what Plant is throwing.
If you can't,
he's going to have to kind of change that a little bit or wear him out. Wear out Canelo.
And that's a very interesting thing right there. If you can't do a Kovalev or a Triple G, particularly Triple G, and get the respect of Canelo, that's a long night, buddy. That's a long night right there. That's going to be tough. At the same time, Plant may be smart because who wants a firefight in this, Canelo or Plant? You know what I mean? So you may have to just stay contained and stick to the game plan if you're Plant. But I mean, I always like Canelo in this fight. Okay, here we go. So yeah, okay. So now, okay, so we got a lot of jabs from Plant, and that Alvarez is being smart with the defense. Look, I mean, I think you're seeing a skill differential here and a power differential, and Canelo's looking very, very tough in this. So I think that Canelo's doing well there. But we'll see. I mean, Plant is going to have to do. If I were Plant, if his game plan is to wear him out and to be technical and frustrate him and get a little later to avoid some of that power, then I understand that. But mind you, Canelo's taking people out late. But at the same time, I think, you can't keep losing rounds. At the same time, obviously, I'll go back and forth. Maybe he's thinking that, hey, I'm not going to try to win a decision against Canelo, and I'm going to start. But point is if you're Plant, you want to win this at some point. I don't know when that is. 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't go much later than that. You got to start. You got to put the line in the sand. You got to start trying to do something with Canelo. You got to start putting some volume out there. You got to put some damage out there. Try to draw a line in the sand. If you don't do that, you're kind of giving up the fight, right?
Yeah. What's interesting to me, and this is I didn't expect Canelo to start this fast. That reminds me of Usyk versus Joshua. I thought Usyk would start slow, and he didn't. He started out quick. He usually will take several rounds to settle in, but he was able to start much quicker in that fight and kind of go at it early on, and that looks like what Canelo's doing here.
Wow. Okay, Canelo's just crushing that body, dude. He's crushing that body, and it's just wow, dude. Let me see something right here. It's let me check out something right here. Hold on a second. Let's see something over here. It's Canelo's just crushing it to the body, and it's just Wow. I mean, that's the thing. There's levels to this, and you could be amazing at your level. Then you get to this. I mean, Canelo's been at a different level for so long, dude. Canelo's been at a different level for so long, and you think you're okay, and then you're not, right? I mean, Canelo is just crushing him, dude.
Well,
Oh, wow. 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 Okay, here we go. 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 Oh my gosh, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I'm just trying to monitor everything right now. Look, listen, I think Plant's got to put the line in the sand. He's got to put the line in the sand, dude. Right now he's Plant is down 3 rounds, no doubt about it. Canelo's putting on a clinic here and just putting the pressure. So if you have a game plan, it's now. Now, maybe he's realized that, again, as Mike Tyson's always said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Maybe it's just, now it's survivor mode. We're going to see. I mean, and Canelo can do that to you, right? Canelo can definitely do that to you and put that kind of pressure on it. Wow, this is incredible. Okay, I'm trying to keep up here with what's happening in the on the UFC side. There's a lot of we're getting ready for this championship fight. So that's going to be very, very interesting here. Okay, let's see. And Gaethje, how about that? I mean, Gaethje just did a really, really good job there against Michael Chandler, and I think that was relative. I mean, the judging was 29-28, two 29-28. One was 30-27. So I mean, I would definitely I think both did well. But I think that, it was relatively definitive, right? For Gaethje and props for Gaethje on that, no doubt about it. So that's very good there. Okay, let's see here. So Paul, what should Plant do at this point to try to change the conversation on this fight?
Well, he's going to try to shift the momentum. He's going to have to maybe probably sit down on his punch a little bit, get some more respect, but watch the counters. Look, the bottom line is this, and I definitely respect Canelo. Canelo's a great fighter, but Canelo's in command of who he wants to fight, and there's a reason why they picked Plant to fight. And the reason might very well be he don't think he has enough power to really slow Canelo down. Right now, that's what's happening.
That's the problem right there. Is that Plant might not have the power, and that seems to be evidencing itself. He just can't. He can't get Canelo off him, and Canelo has too much. Canelo has too much skill and can apply that power. Yeah, I mean, Plant's trying to jab him. He's trying to get to Canelo, but Canelo's got great defense and stuff. So this is a tough deal, dude. This is a tough deal, and Canelo's trying to open up some more. So. It's there does seem to be a little bit more chess going on right now from what I'm seeing. There does seem to be a little bit more chess match going on right now. And I think both of them are slowing down a little bit. So this could have been the strategy all the time, is to get the fight a little slower, get the fight a little longer. I mean, so we're going to find out what's going on. If Canelo came out that fast, can he keep that up? Probably, yeah.
I was really surprised that he came out fast. I did not think he was going to do that, but that's what he chose to do.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. So who do you like? Give me your breakdown again on the, Namajunas versus Zhang fight on that. Let me know what are you thinking on that one, Paul?
Last night I was really leaning towards Zhang a lot, and I like Zhang's abilities quite a bit, but I just Rose is a heck of a fighter.
She is.
Just like it's so easy to kind of underrate her.
Yeah.
When you look at some of the fights she's had against the big names, I mean, she really she puts it together in the big fights. She's you look at her, she's not physically intimidating yet, none of that type of stuff, but she just knows how to fight, and she performs well in big spots. So it's like I really was leaning towards Zhang last night, but I don't know now. I really don't. I mean, nothing would surprise me either way. I mean, Zhang, again, if you give Zhang an opening at all, she's going to crush you. So It's like Rose have to stay on point. But if she stays on point and is smart and fights from the outside, it's the reason she can't win again.
Okay, Rose has just done the walk-in. Rose just done the walk-in on this. This is just a recent thing. She's looking tough. Wearing a crypto.com t-shirt. She's looking very tough. Yeah. She's looking very, very tough. She's looking focused. You know, I think she's doing the "I'm the best" chant again. I think I'm not 100%. I'm trying to see that. We've got to, look. I think she is. She's ready to go. It's going to be. I think I think she has more fluidity. I think she has great game plans. I think Weili has more horsepower and is more of a linear fighter. So it's almost like not quite, but it's almost like Vitor Belfort.
It almost reminds me of Vitor.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. You got to get off that.
If you let Vitor line you up,
yeah, you cannot be on that center line with Vitor. Right, you got to get off that center line. You got to get off that center line from Zhang, and then see where you're at. And, we got to test some different things. So they're getting ready on that. Let's get back to the Canelo and see what we're looking on here. Okay, so, man, I'm telling you, dude, it's just, so Plant is doing great movement, and that movement's really helping him out. There's no doubt about it. Let me see. I may have my volume down here low on my headphones. I think that may be part of it. But, okay. So it's getting a little rough now. It's getting a little rough now. There's a warning from the ref about maybe potential, shot that went, where it wasn't supposed to. Maybe a low shot there from Canelo, and then also I think Plant is roughing him up a little bit. So they were going back and forth here. But I mean, Plant is doing great with the movement, but he's just still having he can't stop. I mean, that's the thing. He doesn't have the power to get the respect. He can't stop Canelo. He cannot stop Canelo, and I don't know how you.
That's really the issue. That's the primary issue here.
Absolutely.
And Canelo's invested in the body, and that's going to slow Plant down, and so forth.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, I mean, Canelo is just smashing on the body, dude. Just smashing.
Yeah.
I mean, no doubt about it. Whereas, in exchange for that, I mean, you've got Plant that is going for these jabs, and Canelo's it's like, look, I'll wait a jab, smash up the body, and so he smashed up the body. So I think he's breaking, Plant down, and Plant understands now you're in a serious fight. There's no doubt about it. I mean, obviously, I don't think he'd ever didn't know that, but you can't understand what the major leagues are like, what the Super Bowl is like until you go to a Super Bowl, right? So I think, right now we've got 4 straight rounds for Canelo. Plant has to do something immediately to change this conversation. He's got to stick the line in the sand immediately, either from a volume standpoint and or power standpoint. And it might not be possible either way because, Canelo's been able to have great defense and being able to absorb stuff. So, it's going to be.
Plant right now, really, he's losing rounds. I mean, at some point, he's not going to be able to. He's going to be too much deep in the hole.
He's deep in the hole. We're in near and the championship for the fight between Namajunas and Zhang is on, and you've got Zhang starting out fast, with some quick strikes. Rose has not responded yet. So we've got some things happening here. So, now she is. Now they're going back and forth. So this is starting fast. This is starting very fast here. This is starting very fast.
Yeah, Zhang has got to close the distance. She cannot be on the outside like she was in the other fight.
Yeah, right.
Got to be in close.
Got to be in close, and it's got to be very, very busy. Right now, Zhang is the busier one. So she's definitely getting starting quick. So I think that's very important right there. And look, we're gonna find out. I mean, I don't think we'll see what we saw last time. Now Rose is answering back. Very close. I don't think we're going to see I think we'll see more defense and more activity from Zhang. That's what I predict. But I think Rose has more confidence now, and it's going to test that chin again for sure. So that's going to be very interesting. Let me get back to the Canelo fight. 5 rounds straight for sure. And then, listen, Plant is having a hard time doing much besides besides jabbing, and that's where it's at. So we'll see what happens here. And Canelo has definitely done the body work to get the win here. And I always thought that Canelo was going to be in good shape there. Okay, back on this. Zhang is out striking Rose, but in terms of power shots, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Oh, Zhang is looking for a takedown. Wow. Okay, trying to rough it up, trying to close the distance there, and gets it. Took Rose down. Oh my goodness, interesting. Wow. How much danger do you think Rose is at this point?
Look, Zhang can unload.
Dude.
She's gonna have to be careful.
Wow.
Not a powerful person.
Dude, and she's motivated, dude. I mean, she's motivated. I mean, I think she took that long.
She's a dangerous fighter.
Very dangerous.
About that. And she's a man after what happened.
Of course. Look, I mean, total respect for Rose, but Zhang got caught before that, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. This is, you're the champ. You got to back it up. You got to retain that. Listen, this is such a great night. This is such a great night of matches right here. So many good matches. That's why we're trying to cover it all. We're a little bit all over the place because we want to bring it all to you out there. Then let us know. Let us know in the chat over here. Who do you like? Are you Canelo playing?
Some good shots from up top.
Oh my goodness. Is Rose going to be able to hang out? Is she going to be able to stay in this fight? Do you think Rose can still win? Who do you like in this? It's early. Are you liking? What do you think about the Usman fight? Who do you pick on that? And again, I'm picking Covington. I switched from Usman last night. I've got my equation here: 3B plus B minus W minus S equals a loss. That means there was 3 breaks in the action. I think that helped in rounds 2, 3, and 4. I think that helped Usman. Covington had a broken jaw, or at least a hurt jaw, or something. He was banged up. He didn't wrestle at all, which is crazy. So he said he's gonna wrestle this time, and he said he didn't fight smart. He had his hands down. He was trying to play to the fans and play it up. So that led to loss. Covington says it's Covington 2.0 this time, and Colby, and we're gonna see something different. So I like Covington in that fight, but it's gonna be. I mean, anyone can run that fight, and definitely you've got Usman, who's got the power, who's got the technical stuff, who's got the win, who's got the belt, all that. He's got the size. But I think, Covington has way more cardio horsepower. Covington has a better wrestling. And I think Covington is more motivated and hungrier. And listen, I think that, Usman's, has been a little bit more banged up. I mean, there's a question about the knees. If I was Covington, I would be slamming on those knees. I'd be working the wrestling. Let's get back to the fight right here. Look, it's pretty close in terms of significant fights. Strikes, rather. I think it's very close here. Paul, give me an update on the Zhang fight here. What are you seeing now?
I got to see what Denver has. Actually just looking at the Canelo fight. He's
I know.
Doing well early. He's starting to wear down, playing a bit. I gotta go and check out on the other thing.
Yeah, I know. We're looking at everything here. We're trying to follow everything here. Listen, I mean, if you felt like if Plant's, and I don't fault him. I get it. I fully get it. If Plant's game plan was to jab, he's jabbing, and he's jabbing a lot, and he's getting there with the jab, But can you win if you're losing rounds? Can you win a fight jabbing Canelo? No, you can't. So you've got to do.
He's taking a lot of damage.
Taking a lot of damage, dude. You got to do more than that. But I mean, that's what you're working on. But you got to have a different. You got to do something different. You got to shake it up. Let's get back to the Zhang fight here. Wow, here we go. Oh. Okay. There's some kicks. Okay, here we go. Dude, Zhang's looking good. Both. Zhang's got the takedown. She's got, a little more strikes here. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, Zhang is, I'd say it's one round for Zhang. We're in the second round now. I mean, Zhang is not playing around. She's coming here to take that belt back and see what's up. But once again,
what's good about Zhang too is Zhang's going for the legs. Like, you're the shorter fighter. You need to kind of slow down the taller fighter.
Right.
She's going for the legs. That's a smart strategy.
Right. Exactly. Take that weapon out. I mean, if that's what you're worried about, you take that weapon out. Maria, hello. How are you? What's going on? Who do you like in this fight? Who do you predict? Who do you think's going to win? I want to know, who do you think's going to win on the Zhang fight and Namajunas? Who do you think's going to win? Colby Covington versus Usman and Canelo. I mean, Canelo's in big command of that fight right now, for sure. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Plant is man, but Canelo is just smashing up Plant, but Plant's in there, but I mean, he's just losing rounds right now. I just think it's just, Canelo's just at a different level on that one. Here we go. Look, right now it's, Zhang is winning. Rose has to change. Of course, Canelo. Manton, what are you doing? Of course. Maria, can't do that. I got to keep everything legit. Sorry about that. We're reacting. We're talking with the fans. We're doing everything legit here. Canelo is so experienced. It's a different level. And Canelo's experience. Appreciate you though, Maria. We appreciate you and thank you for being here and thank you for the interaction. We're trying to give you expert reaction. For sure. But yeah, I know, man. Listen? Everybody know right now Canelo is the best pound for pound fighter out there. Can we just solve it right there? We can just solve it.
I mean, he is, but I gotta put Usyk's right there. I mean, Usyk.
You're right.
Just beat Joshua. I don't know.
And I'm a huge Lomachenko fan too. I mean, listen, Canelo is extremely Canelo versus Plant. Maria Canelo. I mean, I thought Plant was very, very live. And he is, and he's tough, and he's great, and I think it's a great fight. But just Canelo is just so tough and strong, and it's what Paul said. I mean, listen, Canelo's, and no disrespect. People don't understand. I understand both ends of it. Fans want to see the best fights possible, but for the fighters, this is their business. This is their livelihood. They are taking physical risk. I mean, they are taking serious risk in there. I mean, if you're a professional fighter, you're someone like Manny Pacquiao or someone else, and you see Mayweather and Logan Paul and McGregor going out there and making tens of millions, maybe even $100 million, right? Yes. And making, on these exhibition fights while you're totally, in there with top, talent, risking everything. I mean, I understand fighters that want to, if you can control your own destiny, that's a good place to be, right? And why wouldn't you do that? And I don't think Plant has the power to really challenge Canelo the way a Triple G or Kovalev did. And guess what? Canelo got through both of those fights too. So there we go, right here. Okay. So what are we? Okay, Zhang with another takedown. I mean, Rose is having some problems here. Rose is going to have to step up. Let's get back to we'll come back to that. Let's get back to that. Ooh, a little bit of a, it came together with the heads there. So careful on that one. And I think Canelo is either trying to bait Plant or was slowing down a little bit. So let's see here now. Whoa. Okay. And round 8. So Canelo's coming out pretty hard here. But listen, Plant probably picked up that 7th round. So does that mean he's going to win? He's got a lot more work to do. But now let's see what happens here. And Canelo's put some investment in, definitely put some damage in there. So right now, so I like definitely Canelo's doing really well. Manted, no, I maybe I'm not sure. Enlighten me. Let me know who you're talking about. Do you think? No, I did, Maria. I did yesterday, but I'm going with Covington today. And because I've done all day, I've done major research. I rewatched the first fight. UFC put that out for free on YouTube. I watched the interviews. I watched the training. I watched the UFC embedded, all this type of stuff. And I've got an equation right here. I'm going to do it again because I know people are coming in and out of this. This is my equation of why I think Kobe's going to win. 3B plus B minus W minus S equals L. What does that mean? Very quickly. There were 3 breaks in that fight, in the first fight. Round 2, round 3, round 4. There was Usman was complaining about a low kick. It looked at a belt line or higher. Covington said it was a liver shot in round 2, and that gave Usman a break. And Usman was hurt on that, in my opinion. Round 3, then there was this eye poke that I guess was on the left, but then Usman was covered up his right. So, and again, Usman was getting pretty rocked on that. Okay, so Okay, will do. Well, I probably know who that is, man. But I'll double check it again. I'm almost for sure I know who that is. In a way, I mean, I'm almost for sure I know who that is.
But, is an amazing fighter.
Right,
yeah,
right. I'm sure when I see it.
Fighter. He's definitely in the pound for pound conversation.
Okay. I'm sure I know who that is.
Usyk and Canelo at the top.
Yes.
You can make your own order.
Yes. So there was, I mean, there's too much to react to right now. We've got the championship fights going on. But the bottom line is there were breaks. And I think that Usman didn't have the same kind of cardio that Covington did. Covington wears you down. And after those breaks, it definitely seemed to help, in my opinion, Usman, right? Number two, the second part of this is Covington had a jaw that got damaged. Was it broken? Was it just damaged? Whatever. But he was clearly hurt. And that has big impact. It's the same thing with the Zhang fight, right? Zhang got clipped and got knocked out. If that doesn't happen tonight, she probably might win, right? And then or has a much better chance. Minus W, no wrestling. There was no wrestling in the first. Covington didn't wrestle, which is crazy. He's Division I wrestler. That's his thing. At least even if you don't take someone down, you wear them out. So he didn't wrestle. And then the last part is smart. He didn't fight smart. He even said that he was trying to showboat for the fans, put the hands down. He wasn't and didn't use the wrestling. So because of those reasons, I think that Usman is going to have a much harder fight. And Covington says that, look, this is Covington 2.0. He's going to do whatever it takes to win. So I think that, yeah, I like Covington in this fight because I think that there's and according to Covington, Usman was avoiding this fight. Let's get back to the action right here. Paul, what's going on with his Zhang fight right now? Rose got a takedown too.
I'm saying I think it looks like I thought Zhang took the first 2 rounds, and there's some people thought it's 1-1. But
right.
Zhang is able. I think certainly Zhang is doing much better tonight than she did the first fight. That's obvious.
Yeah, I would probably go
going for the leg kicks.
Yes.
She's getting takedowns, and she's hitting. She's getting some strikes in.
Got you, Maria. I agree with you on that one. This is the second fight, right? This is the second fight, man-to between Rose and Zhang. Rose knocked her out in the first fight. Knocked her out. Yes, it was a head kick. Stung her, took her out, and before that, Zhang was beating everybody, right? And so this is going to be interesting. This is a closer one. I have seen, some things there where people have it even. I don't know. I probably would go 2 rounds for Zhang, but this is a close one. Let's get back to let's see what we're going on. Wow, 2 rounds for Caleb Plant. Who knows?
Well, look,
Who knows?
Mike tired late. He does have to get tired sometimes.
Yeah, who knows? Plant, things are starting to get a little interesting. I told you, Plant is a tough dude. He wasn't going to just go away. He has got to. If he had a game plan, this is the game plan. He is really getting to Canelo. And then they're obviously trading, and Canelo's built up a big lead. But this is getting this. What a fight!
You might pick somebody like Plant to fight. You don't think the guy doesn't have a lot of power, and you certainly don't think he's going to have a lot of power late. So
right.
If Canelo gets tired, Plant's not going to have the punch to do anything.
Hey, let me tell you something. And again, I used to be an elite level athlete and train a bunch of people. And it's like, and I was a great wrestler, et cetera. And I've trained in a lot of these things. And you get tired, anybody's got power. Okay, you get tired. Yeah. Yeah, you get tired. Anybody's got power, buddy. So you can't be caught at sea out there in the deep waters with no gas tank. I can tell you that right now. Now that being said, okay. Ooh, yeah. So Thug Rose went for that head kick. But it's no good. So Zhang is working that leg. So they both have made their adjustments, right? Zhang is trying to take out the legs. And Namajunas is just trying to, do more of what happened in the first. But now, ooh, yeah, okay. So Thug Rose has got some big, is really unloading now. It's just like, wow, dude, this is so good. Here we go. Oh man, wow. Oh, Thug Rose dropped her. Wow, but Zhang gets back up. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh man. All these fights are good, dude. All these fights are good. Rose is tough. Rose just dropped her, dude. Oh man, but Zhang is right there. This is so nuts. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win the Namajunas fight? Who's winning versus Zhang and Namajunas? This is getting nuts out there, dude. Zhang's got 3 takedowns. Zhang's got more strikes, more significant strikes, but Rose just dropped her. I mean, oh man, I don't know, dude. That is it. Listen, I think the championship rounds are going to determine that fight. I think the championship rounds are going to do. Man, I can't. I gotta do everything legit. You know, you know me well enough by now. I do everything legit. You know that, Rose. I think so, Maria, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, right? I think so. Zhang always had more explosiveness and more power and better technique linearly, but Rose has the presence, has the movement, has the slickness, and I think that somehow Rose is going to do something in the championship rounds to win and secure this fight, but it's really close right now. And right now, probably the edge is Zhang probably has the edge right now, right? Let's get back to this Canelo fight. Oh my gosh.
I think Plant's won 3 straight rounds.
I'm telling you, dude. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you, man? To give me some respect on that. What did I tell you? I told you Caleb Plant was the real deal. I told you he was live. I told you Caleb Plant. Come on, Caleb Plant. My goodness. Now, Canelo's tough. Canelo, but listen, did Canelo leave too much out there too early, dude? He better get that second win.
Possible.
Oh, my goodness. Caleb Plant is winning some stuff. Whew. Now, Rose is getting more active, too. Oh, my gosh. This is just getting crazy, dude. This is getting crazy. Oh, man. So much action. So much action. We're following it all. We're following it all right now. Caleb Plant is winning round after round. Here he's closing it up. Rose more active now. Rose is more active. Oh man. Jeez. This 4th round. Zhang is doing well, but Rose is turning it up. I'm not saying Rose is winning. I'm saying Rose is turning it up right now. And she needs to. And she absolutely needs to. Here we go. Canelo. Okay, Canelo's trying to get on the inside right here. And he's going back to the body. He's going back to the body here. Wow. And he's trying to step up. He's got to step up. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, Plants won 3 rounds straight, but Canelo already had 6 in the bank. So, you know, Canelo wins one more round and, you know, you're going to get knocked out by Plant. So we'll see. This is getting, yeah, that's Canelo's round right there, dude. That's Canelo's round right there. So listen, Caleb Plant, by my scoring, even though he's done better here, he's got to get a knockdown or knock out. He definitely, Canelo has a lot of power, Maria. There's no doubt about it. Oh, I know, man. The fights are these fights are insane. That's why I had to do it. I mean, I have so many things going on. I'm all boring with that stuff. And if you've seen, I mean, I just did a big presentation for the climate change conference and stuff like that. If you haven't seen that, definitely check that out on my YouTube. I thought it was great. Yeah, I worked really hard on that. So I'm very honored to be able to do that. It was a very, very important subject, very cool. So you can check that out. So I was able to do that. And so anyway, so that's taken my focus all week. And so, okay, cool. Man, did you like that? What'd you think of that, brother? I mean, I'm not trying to, Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Justin Gaethje. Yeah, I thought Gaethje was very strong. I always had Gaethje in that one. So anyway, but I had to do this. I had to do this tonight because there was so many great fights going on here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Rose is stepping up, but Zhang 5 takedowns already, dude. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just. Part of it depends on how you score it too. I mean, I definitely have Zhang winning this fight. Some people could say it's a shutout, but yet it's a competitive fight. So, we'll see. I would think that Rose needs something dramatic. She needs a 10-8 or some stoppage. But anything can happen. I mean, Rose took her out the first time, but Zhang's coming to take that belt back. Okay, let's get back here. Canelo as is winding down. Wow. Oh, Plant is down. Plant is down. Plant is down, dude. Canelo's got power, dude. Canelo's got power. Oh, my goodness. Plant is down. Well, listen, he was doing his thing. Maria, I'm not sure. Hold on one second. I'm trying to monitor this, trying to see what's going on. 1 second. I'll come back to that. Wow. Can we? Wow. Okay, Alvarez pouring it on, dude. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. This is getting crazy. I'm trying to see different. Oh my goodness, dude. Caleb is trying to survive this. He's trying to survive this. He's in there with the champ, dude. He's in there with the champ. I mean, he's a champ himself, but he's in there with the super champ. Well, listen. Great experience. Still got, if he can survive this, he's got one more round, try to do something. But that's the thing, if you get behind on the scorecards, that may have been, Paul, what Canelo was doing is let me come out hot. Let me bank the stuff. I know this guy can't take me out. If I bank the rounds, I win no matter what, right?
Plant is done. It is over.
It's over. Canelo wins. Listen, I thought I was going to win, and he won. And, great fight, though. I mean, it went exactly the way I thought it was, which is Plant was very live. He was winning rounds. He was tough. It took 11 rounds. But Canelo, another knockout, man. I mean, this guy is so tough right now at 168. Paul, your reaction?
Look, Canelo's an excellent, great fighter. There's no question about it. Now, again, he's fought a lot of guys. Maybe there's some guys people would wish he would fight.
Definitely, man.
The guy is a hell of a fighter, and you saw again tonight that you can't take anything away from
tough.
What he does in the ring.
He's tough.
A great fighter.
Canelo, dude. Canelo wins again. Canelo's a champ. Canelo gets another belt, dude. Canelo. Woo. He's a champ.
Unified champion in that division in the 160.
Right. He's a unified champion, dude. I mean, good job for Canelo. How about that? Congratulations. What a fight. Amazing. Canelo, the unified champion. Wow, 168. It's amazing. I remember that guy was fighting at 54. I mean, just wow, unbelievable.
Look, I mean,
Crawford's really good. Yeah.
Again, when he fought GGG was older, but still, for anybody to be able to deal with GGG at the level that Canelo did, you knew he was a great fighter.
Oh my gosh!
Of course, he was. When he fought Mayweather, Canelo was still learning a lot then. Great
yes.
Mayweather was. Canelo was still young, wasn't quite ready, in my opinion.
Yes.
When he fought GGG. GGG was older, but it's GGG.
It's Triple G,
and,
dude.
People think that maybe those fights are like 1-1 or something to the first one going to GGG, but still, man, he took shots. He was able to hang with an incredible champion, and that's when you knew Canelo was arrived and he was a real deal.
Wow. Okay, so Dami Yunus was able to, get Zhang down and was basically. Had control there at the end. Some people have that fight even. I don't know. I have the edge to Zhang, but we're in the 5th round on that. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, big win for Canelo. Definitely congrats on that. Unified champ, does it again. He's fought so many top people and massive. So now we're going to focus on, so we'll still talk about that if you want to talk about that. But we're going to shift the focus exclusively on UFC. Well, not exclusive, but primarily on UFC for sure. But yeah, look, that was a great fight, and that worked out. That was very, very good. So appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Let's try to get some updates here. Man, oh man, it's getting crazy, dude. This is getting crazy. Okay.
Rose just got a big takedown.
Big take. Oh, she needs it, dude. She needs it. But I don't think you want to. If I'm Rose, you need something definitive. You don't want to get to the scorecards on this one. I think this is a tough one, right?
It's gonna be tough.
I think it's a tough one.
I don't know about a tied score.
Now on the strike count, it's getting closer now. So it's getting closer on the strike count. But again, it all depends on when that happened, right? So that's a big.
A lot of it too is who's landing the bigger strikes. I think Yang is.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's see here. I'm trying. Let's see here. I'm checking a couple things out. What do you think Rose has to do at this point, Paul? I mean, how do you see this thing? I'm trying to find something here while we do this.
So strong. I mean, try to win this 5th round and hope that look, she can do better than that. She can get a definitive hard, big time, like strikes and stuff. Maybe 10 round, I can do it, but certainly, obviously, win the round. She definitely needs that.
Absolutely.
Controlling things with the big time certainly helps.
Absolutely. Now, okay. According, looking at the stats right here, very close. Zhang has more takedowns. It's 5 takedowns versus 2. But you've got, Rose is more efficient, almost the same kind of output. But Rose is landing the harder shots. I mean, this is close, dude. Yes. Usman versus Covington is next, Maria. Absolutely. This is close now. Oh man, this is close. I don't know, dude.
Rose looks like she's doing well in this 5th round. I mean, look,
she is.
If the judges have it 2-2, then maybe that's enough.
That could be. Sure, it could be enough. I mean, Rose is definitely stepping up on this round. This is it. So I mean, this is, you want to retain the belt or not? I mean, that's what we're going to find out. We're going to find out right now. Definitely. Wow, dude. I don't know. I like it. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left here. Man, oh man. Let's see here. So if we look at this, man, oh man. All right, hold on. Wow, Rose has stepped up a lot this round.
Rose came in big in the last round.
Yeah. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I don't know, man. This is going to the scorecards. We're going to find out. I don't know. It really depends on how you score this one. It's tough.
Yeah, I would think Zhang wins, but you know what? I mean, this is good.
Yeah.
There are people who are going to score this fight for Rose. So
yeah.
We'll see if the judges agree with that.
It's gone to the scorecard. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, Rose racked up stats the last round, particularly on heavy strikes. But a lot of it came in, a lot of it came in the last round. And do you ever do a 2-point round if no one's knocked down? I mean, and what about the quick knockdown before? I don't know. I mean, you have total stats right now. You've got much more significant strikes for Rose. And you have the volume is now about the same. Zhang had more takedowns, but you had Rose that dropped her on a shot. Well, kind of is like a leg kick. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I wouldn't call that a knockdown. It really is it's really going to come down to who, right. Sorry. Yeah, it's really right, Maria. It's really going to come down to how you score this. And by some people, if you had it even going to last round, it's Rose's fight. If you had Zhang up, 3 or 4 rounds, Zhang wins. So that's it. That's what we're going to see right there. Hold on. Oh man. Let's see here. Hold on. Yep. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What do we think?
I don't know.
Who would you give it to, Paul?
I personally think Zhang won, but it's what, if Rose gets the nod, can't be really upset about that. Rose finished strong. She did. She finished real strong.
Well, and that's the thing about scoring too is on the whole scoring thing is, it's round by round, but honestly, especially for MMA, I've always felt like you just got, I think GSP or someone who did the most damage. Like if this was a fight, you look at the totality of the fight, who do you think won? If you look at that, then I think you could definitely make a case that Rose wins. If you look at it rounds, then Zhang probably wins. You know what I mean? I think that's what it comes down to. Oh, it's Rose. It's Rose. I think that's right. I'm checking. Oh, it's Rose. It's Rose. Wow. Wow. Close. 3 rounds to 2. That's it.
That's what it is.
Rose.
This is a 3-2 round fight.
3-2 round. Yeah, one way or the other.
That's how you do it.
Wow. Well, and you know what? Maybe it was the old thing of you've got to beat the champion to take the championship.
It was one of the early rounds. Maybe it was the first round where
good job, Rose. Wow, good fight, Zhang. Oh my gosh. I mean, what a
you feel bad for Zhang, but I think this is what happened with Rose and Joanna, and where it's
right.
The person you thought was going to win, because it was a split decision.
Split, yeah.
So 48, 47, 48, 47, 48, 49, 46. Wow. Somebody had it 4-1 to Rose. That seems a little bit much.
No, it's, I don't know about that.
But I think we're in the 48, 47 zone. But look, Rose is a great fighter. She really is. She solidified it here with these 2 fights. Zhang was definitely the next big thing. And, I mean, Rose does it again.
Rose does it again, dude.
All the props in the world. She's just a hell of a fighter. So was Zhang.
Zhang.
Rose has to get her props. I mean, she's just a hell of a fighter.
Well, and Rose finished in command. Rose finished on top. I mean, and honestly, who wouldn't want to see that again? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's other people need to get in there too, but I mean, what a fight, dude. What a fight. Very competitive. I mean,
excellent fight, and both props to both of them. Shane.
But on the other hand, you could say, listen, Rose beat her twice. So so I don't know. So that's interesting. Now we're down to Usman versus Covington 2. Do you agree with me with this equation right here that Covington's going to win, or are you all about Usman? I mean, so many pros, so many people are picking Usman. So many people think it's all Usman. I mean, Paul, what do you think about my equation? And do you think that, Covington made enough adjustments? What do you think?
Look, the equation is absolutely relevant. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there were factors that were involved in the first fight that certainly aided Usman. Now, you could say he made his own luck because he broke his jaw and stuff, but you're not going to get your jaw broken every single fight.
Right.
Even if you get hit every time. But look, Colby is a great fighter. I mean, he is a top-level fighter. He is right at the top. It's just, Usman's a bit better than him, but Colby is right at the top. He can beat anybody. He's capable of beating anyone. And if Usman wasn't around, Colby would be running the division. So look, for sure Colby can win this fight. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Yep.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he is absolutely capable of that. Sure, of course.
So just to review, we've got, it's so far this night's gone the way we thought it was going to go. With Gaethje with the win, Canelo with the win, Rose with the win, and now and now we're down to Usman versus Covington for the welterweight championship of the world in UFC. And, we're going to find out. I mean, it's Usman's bigger, I mean, he's got more reach, but he's older, and they both have won last time.
But he is older.
Yep. Colby has more submissions. Is he going to work that sub game now? Is he going to bring that in?
That's not a bad idea.
Right? Is he going to bring that in? He also finishes fights faster now, but Usman's got more KO power. I mean, now Usman's more accurate, more technical, and she seems to be a little bit busier. But in terms of the grappling, I mean, you've got much more. Yes, Usman's got has got incredible takedown defense, but I think that's an area that we're going to see a lot more of tonight. I think that's what we're going to see a lot more of that one tonight.
I'm just really interested for this fight. I mean, look, again, we had 3 fights that I was really, really looking forward to. 2 championship fights, UFC, and of course Canelo and Plant.
Yeah.
Canelo and Plant played out the way probably a lot of people who predicted Canelo was going to win thought it would, which is Canelo kind of chops down the larger man. That's what took place. Not really a shock. Rose Zhang, I guess it kind of went as I thought too. Just got to give credit to Rose. She's just got that extra gear, that extra finish strong.
Yeah.
I thought Zhang might be a little bit tougher, but then, like I said, I predicted Zhang last night. Today, but where we went on, I'm kind of wavering in that, and that turned out to be correct.
Well, and Zhang was
fight could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way, and Zhang was
way in the scoring.
Yep. Rose with the belt. Zhang was cheering her on, and listen, I think there's respect there. Definitely.
Totally.
Yep.
You gotta respect Rose.
Gotta respect Rose. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
I would say the most interesting fight of the night is what's going to happen in the Covington fight. What is going to happen?
Oh my gosh! What is going to happen?
Nothing would shock me.
No.
If one guy got stopped in the first round, I wouldn't be shocked. So it's like this is the one with the biggest questions.
This is
This
yes.
is the one with the biggest questions of everything.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
We already saw Rose knock out Zhang in the first round, so we knew that could happen.
Yeah.
Canelo Plant's not a heavy hitter, so we didn't think he was going to take Canelo out in the first round. The Usman and Colby, that's where the big question.
I'm gonna make a prediction right now. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. I think, and Maria, you tell me what you think of this. Manted, obviously weigh in. I think Joseph. Okay, yeah. Tell me what you think about it. I think there's a decent chance that Covington knocks him out, stops him.
Wow.
Yeah, either with the sub or with power. I'm telling you.
It's a huge
Covington, here's the thing. Covington had him hurt a couple times. And then you saw those 3 Bs, the 3 breaks, right? So I'll go over this one more time for those that are just coming in. 3B plus B minus W minus S equals L. There was 3 breaks in the first fight for, alleged eye poke, different things, whatever like that. I don't want to revisit all that type of stuff. I really studied this stuff really closely. There were 3 breaks. I think they all benefited Usman, right? Because he was getting tired. He was hurt, both, whatever. And, it was clear that even Covington said he didn't prepare perfectly. He was hyping up the fight instead of doing – he focused his fight. He's coming to win. I saw a different Covington. I told Paul yesterday. I said it in the live stream yesterday in the weigh-in and everything like that.
Yeah,
Plus, right? He just looked in better shape. He looked leaner. He looked like he was hitting that cardio. Plus speed. And also Usman's got a bad knee. Joe Rogan was saying this. Usman hasn't been able to do road work for years. Usman hasn't been able to do road work for years. And he's a bigger guy. Okay, so think about that. Plus B, which is the broken jaw or the injured jaw, the damaged jaw. Minus W, no rustling. So that was crazy. Covington didn't wrestle for whatever reason, for different reasons. He was trying to, promote the hype, the fight, or promote, be entertaining. Maybe the takedown defense, whatever it is. He didn't do that. Minus S, he said he didn't fight smart, and all that changes. He says this is Covington 2.0, and he basically, and I also put this about the mind games. I really think that Covington has rattled him. I think that Covington is really shaking him up. Now, you could say this is cool or not cool. I mean, he's brought in family. This is kind of reminds me of like Mayweather versus McGregor. Maybe not that bad, but it's getting like there's tremendous heavy duty trash talking on this one. But at the same time, I don't think that Covington's like living in that. I think he's doing that tactically, but I think he's very focused on the fight, and I think he's in better condition. And I think we're going to see a lot of wrestling. And I think he's going to really test that. Now, what I need to understand, who is the I should know this. I'm sure I can find this. Who is the referee for this?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah. Let me try to find that. Because I think that
I don't know that. That's a great question.
Right. And as I said, and listen, I'm not commenting or criticizing or doing anything like that, but this is an old saying. A great referee in a fight is the one you don't notice. Right.
Totally.
Right. So I think I don't know, but we'll find out. I'd say, So that's.
I don't know who's doing it. I don't even think about that. It's a good question, though.
So do you agree with my analysis in there? I mean, who agrees with me? Who thinks? I mean, Maria thinks hopes Covington's going to win, but who do you think's going to win? Manton, who do you think's going to win? Who do you think's going to win this thing? Right? This is going to be crazy. And I agree with Paul. This is the absolute this is the one with the biggest question marks because
this is the one with the real serious question marks.
A lot of professionals, a lot of pros. There's so many pros. We're just picking Usman. A lot of pros say, hey, his camp, he's with this next level striking. And listen, that camp he's 2 wins already. Gaethje's won, Rose has won. So, is Usman the third? Certainly could be. Listen. Sometimes you get these camps that are just so good. You get these, these training regimes where steel sharpens steel, where they're basically in there and they're helping each other out, and you're just in a zone, dude. And that could be what we're seeing here, So it's just, I really feel like it's going to be a very interesting situation on this fight, and I'm very, very excited about it. But I don't know, man. It's like so many people are picking Covington, but I don't know, dude. Sorry. Excuse me, Usman. That's exactly what I meant. But I really feel like Covington is. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're getting close now. We're getting real close now. We're getting really, really close now. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I think that Covington has him. Yeah, he doesn't know. Maria doesn't know. A lot of people don't know. This is a close one. I think Covington's got him rattled. And then the mental game can only get you so far. But then again, I talked to a bunch of Mike Tyson opponents, right? Those people were, some people would say they were beat before they even got in the ring. Right. But I don't think it's to that level. But I think that if Usman can't get breaks in this fight, if Covington does wrestle, then you can see the mental games, start going. I guarantee, I don't guarantee, but it wouldn't surprise me. I would expect to see Covington do a lot of trash talking during the fight. That happened in the first time. I got to be careful though, because his mouth was open. That's how he got punked out. Yeah. Okay, we're walking out. They're walking out. Wow.
It seems like they pretty obviously wanted to stagger their thing for the Canelo. Because this fight's not going to start until 1 a.m.
Right, I know. It's just starting way later than I thought. I thought we were doing like a 1 hour, 1 hour and a half live stream here. That's okay.
It's a smart decision. You want the
audience. Oh, yeah.
So it's fine. I would do that.
Manton agrees. Yeah, I think my point about the mental games and about the mental toughness in a championship, first of all, Usman's a great champion and has done a lot and has won a lot of fights. But here's the thing. When you start doing things like, I need a break. Oh, it's a low shot. Listen, I didn't take the shot. I can't, you give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But I used to wrestle, and Paul knows, I wrestled very physical, always within the rules, did everything right. But people, there was a lot of people that are looking for, ways out when they wrestled me, right? There's a lot of people looking for ways out, and I wrestled totally within the rules. Right?
There's no doubt.
And I think there were times in that first fight where I saw that Usman maybe was looking for a timeout, a break, a way out, a breather, whatever you want to call it, and he didn't look super brave with Covington until he really got that shot on Covington, and he had, corner was telling him, someone from his corner said, his jaw is broken or something like that, said that to Usman. So I think if you can't get those breaks, and if you need those breaks, I feel like Covington's going to push the pace. And if Usman gets tired and Covington starts putting that mental game on him, it's going to get real interesting. It's going to get real interesting. I mean, you had Halle Berry there at the weigh-in. You had Madison Square Gardens. I think there's a lot of mental pressure here on Usman. And I think particularly with the positioning, we can call it character, you can call it whatever you want to call it, right? Connor's fighting himself, Chuck Liddell. Interesting. I actually met Chuck Liddell at, I think it was E3 in LA for one of the video game things. It was Take Two or something like that, I believe, at their booth, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, big guy, tall guy. I also met, where did I meet? I met, I'm blanking here. Tito Ortiz. Yeah. Tito Ortiz at another convention. This was one of the fitness conventions or something in Costa Mesa, I think that was. Huntington Beach, right? Yeah. So anyway, I think there's pressure. I think there's pressure on Usman. I think Usman's buying it. I think he knows. I mean, he says he's not buying it, but I think he is sort of buying in the persona of Covington. I think there's pressure, and I think, it's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Let me get set on everything here. Paul, last minute predictions from you.
Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen in this fight, and nothing would surprise me in this fight. That's the easiest way to say it. I really don't know what's going to happen.
That's true. I do agree with that. Nothing would surprise me in this fight either. I do agree with that. This is going to be crazy.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be fun. All right, from the fans out there, last minute predictions. What do you think? Who's got it? I know who's got it. People, okay, Maria says she doesn't know. Manson, what do you think? Anyone else? Last minute predictions. We've been right so far. We're doing great in our predictions so far. And I switched. I went from so many people are picking Usman. So many people are saying he's gotten better. I get that argument. I totally get it. I've just done the research, and I think this is going to be a tough one. Maria's got Covington. Okay, she went out there and lived. I just think that Covington's going to bring something, and I think he's really going to go for broke. No matter what you say with Covington, you can say two things from that first fight. One, that was the hardest test for Usman by far. Two, Covington is tough as nails and didn't quit. Right? So, and that went 5 rounds. So we're going to see. But although so many people are picking Usman for sure. So let's see. Here we go. This is going to be, oh man, this is going to be so crazy right now. Oh man, I'm excited for this fight. I really am. Forza 5. Probably. I'm sort of discussing in negotiations with my wife about all the different things. Covington. Yes, I told you, Maria. Oh, we've already got action. Covington's already put the hurt on Usman. I told you, dude. And the knees. What did I tell you? That's why you listen to me. You can, dude. Oh my goodness. Dude, there's a lot of stuff, dude. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, man, there's a lot of nervous fans out there right now. What did I tell you, dude? Covington, I told you. There's an easy game plan to deal with this dude. There's an easy game plan to deal with this. That doesn't mean it's an easy fight. Doesn't mean you can execute it. That doesn't mean he's not an incredible athlete. Doesn't mean he's not going to win. I didn't say that. But it just means that, like, dude, look, it's we'll see. Oh man, I know. Are you trolling me, Maria? Come on now. Are you trolling me? Hold on now. We're keeping it. I don't think it's time. We were revising this. We don't think it's started yet. There's a lot of. Man, that's the thing. It's a lot. Don't mess with us here, Maria. We got to. Okay. Okay. Manton flipped the coin. He says, Covington. Maria, you're messing with me. I had to double check things. Oh, man. Tails Usman. Okay. 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 All right. So heads Covington, tails Usman. Manton's gonna flip a coin. It's all right. It's okay. Everybody gets trolled. Everybody, I've been checking out different things. Everybody's getting trolled. It's okay. It's okay. I'm watching so many different things. I'm trying to keep up with everything here. That's okay. All right. It hasn't started yet. And again, like you said, Dana White, they're smart to kind of, let the other one. Yeah. You wait. That's right. And I should have known that. I've got the stats right here. Okay. All right. It's not even up yet. Okay. All right. We're resetting it. Maria trolled. Flip the coin on Google and tag Covington. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. But it's funny because I'm following some other stuff too. And, it seems like some people are picking up on some of the strategy that I was saying. I'm not saying they're listening to me or anything like that, but I'm saying like there's a if you've done the research, there's a way to approach this. And I think you got to take out the legs of Usman. I think you got to wrestle him. I don't know that I'd go for takedowns though, because if you fail at a takedown, that takes more energy. But if you tie someone up Greco style, and I don't know, like Randy Couture, fantastic Greco game. He was a Greco wrestler. And so was Dan Henderson. I think that's what worked really, really well, right? Manton, yes, okay. So here, okay, let me get back to that real quick. So I'm sort of talking to the wife, negotiating with wife, looking at different things. Obviously this has been, and I'm trying to figure out like how much I'm gonna We're gonna do a lot with the channel. We're gonna be doing all kinds of more live streams. We're gonna do all kinds of. I've just got so many different things in the works here. Probably gonna be doing an upgrade and stuff like that with a lot of gear. We may interact. I've got all kind. I'll do a video where we talk about some things that we're looking at. Do I want to move to the PS5, right? And if I get my hands on one of these things, right, a PS5 and upgrade my Xbox and, how we're going to do that, right? So I'm with I got the 4 Pro and Forza 5. And then I've actually been gaming a lot on Marvel Strike Force. I'm one of the top, I haven't revealed it. I've been silent on it, but I'm one of the better players in the world on Marvel Strike Force. I've been very low key on that. So, the game god has been back. So I might start streaming stuff. I might start doing the Twitch thing on YouTube. We love YouTube. YouTube was our number one main platform. But I'll probably do the multi-streaming and stuff. But we'll see. So bottom line answer to the question is we will see. But we're definitely going to do much more on YouTube. And for sure, one way or another, I'm going to be doing some gaming content. But I also am going to be doing a lot more sort of business content, ways to be, successful, different things. And we talked about I've done a soft launch for, John D. Villarreal Digital Ventures and Super Genius Academy. So there's going to be some different things, some courses, some different things coming in. So and that's a whole different thing. Stay tuned for that. A lot of stuff coming on. We've done, we're working on some things. So, okay, let's get back focused on this. Paul, what are we looking at here? What are we doing? How close are we at?
I don't know. I just was looking at something else for a second, but I'm trying to get the update on that. See where we're at with everything.
Yep. I don't think we haven't started yet. I'm just okay, here we go. It may be, okay, we're close now. Now we're close. I'm getting the stat updates and everything. Okay. All right. All right. It's on. It started. Here we go. We're going to see. I stuck my neck out there with this Covington pick. We're going to see. I'm telling you, that was a bold pick. Usman starts off. He gets the first strike in. We're going to see what can happen. We'll listen. This is going to be great. Oh, Covington fires back. Absolutely. Here we go. It's close. They both have the same kind of output right now. Here we go. Absolutely, Maria. Wow. Okay. All right. Usman's getting some stuff going out there. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. A lot of movement. Look, I think they both have a lot of respect for each other. Absolutely. I think they both have a lot of respect for each other. And also, it's an interesting matchup, too. I mean, because here's the other factor. I didn't even mention this, and I should mention this. Here's the other factor is that, Usman is, I believe, a southpaw. And, if you're not used to fighting that way, a southpaw, I mean, it takes a little bit to get used to. So maybe now Covington's got a little more adjusted to that. I don't know, dude. I mean, this is there's not a lot of activity yet. There's definitely a lot of, they're feeling each other out now. We're into this round, and you haven't had a lot of output. Now it's even. I'd say Colby's barely winning the round, but there's very little activity, right? So we're just trying to sort of feel each other out and see what they've got going here. This is interesting. Okay, Manted, I hear you. And I almost did that before. I got to check back into that. I know there's so much going on with that. I've got other. Listen, I'm probably going to get the gaming stuff going again for sure. So we're looking at that. Close fight. I would give the edge to Covington right now, but there's not a lot of activity per se. There's a lot of movement. I mean, we're halfway through this first round, and I think between the two of them, they put out maybe like 10 strikes. So it's hard to know. It's hard. I guess I'm going to give the edge right now to Covington, but it's early. But that's the thing too. It's this is interesting, dude. I mean, how do you? I would think that Usman want to start a little faster, but maybe not. Okay, now takedown. But Usman takedown. Wow. And okay, now it's heating up a little bit. I don't think okay. All right. Does not look like he's holding him down, though. I may be wrong in that. I'm going to double check. I'm checking 3 sites at once. Second. Okay. Paul, what do you think? I mean, they're not starting too fast here. And honestly, I don't think Usman wants to take. I mean, I don't think you want to stay on the ground too long if you're Usman. I don't think that's a smart.
I mean, look, he does like to control with wrestling, but I'm not sure if that's really his game plan or not. Maybe it is. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, wait a minute. Now I just got some update here. Now hold on. I just got a different. Wow. Wait. Okay. Yeah. The stats I was off. I was on the site. Stats are way off. I've given the edge right now to Usman in terms of the round. It looks like he's got the takedown. It's been a little bit busier. It's really close. This is really close. We got a minute left here. This is tough. Okay. Covington again. Dang, dude, it's a lot of movement. I mean, this is tough. Uppercut. They're both going back and forth. 30 seconds, about 30 seconds. I don't know, dude. This is it's a close round. I'm going to give it so far to Usman, or back and forth. Usman is able to get the takedown. Sometimes I'm getting the stats keep moving around, but yeah, I mean, it's not a lot. Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I think, I don't know. I think it's real close. I'm going to give that to Usman. That's I don't know. That's close. That's close. That's a close round. That's a close round right there. And honestly, look, Kobe absolutely had his spots there for sure. I mean, but there's not. I think that could have gone either way. I think that could have gone either way. And I think part of how I'm going to look at this too is not just necessarily what I think, but also sort of a somewhat prediction. And I think it's if you again, Usman being the champ, if there's nothing really super definitive, maybe he gets the benefit, right, of being the champion, right? So, now some people would say that's not right. You shouldn't look at, but that seems to happen, in my opinion, or wouldn't surprise me. So that's a close round there, but I'm going to give it. You could go either way, but it wouldn't surprise me if it went for Usman. How about that?
I agree.
And just on the stats, you had Usman a little busier. You had a little more, had the takedown. I think that that's going to work in his advantage there. Okay, now we're in the second round. Usman starts out a little faster. It's we're still early here. Who do you think that benefits having that kind of slow first round, Paul? I mean, who do you think that benefits?
I think it would benefit Usman because Kobe wants to wear you out, wear you down, and so if it's a little slow, I would think it would favor Usman.
I think so too. But what's interesting about that is maybe Kobe just wants to get comfortable, see where he's at. Make sure he doesn't take that damage, because Kobe fought damaged for at least over half the fight the first time. So now I definitely agree with you that he's going to have to step on the gas, or in some ways, maybe Usman wears himself out. I don't know, but I think you don't want to get into a kickboxing match here, though, for sure. No. That's for sure. You don't want to get into a kickboxing match with Usman, because he's technically better, and again, it's striking. And maybe Kobe's a little bit concerned now, a little bit more cautious, having gotten smashed before. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Okay, let's go back over here. Look, Usman's a little busier now. He's stepping it up this round a little bit more. Kobe hasn't done as much. Look, Kobe's going to have to, at some point, he's going to have to draw the line in the sand here. And I think Kobe's just looking for counters to some degree, right? I think Kobe's looking for, oh, nice. Yeah, that's a great layup, right? I need a backlight. I need something that give me a little something, Maria, but I didn't want something that was too overpowering. I've got I'll probably put a colored light in there, a smart LED where I can change the colors and everything and do some different stuff. But that's that's pretty good right there too. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let's get back to this. Kobe's coming on now. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Kobe's firing some stuff. Definitely landing. Yeah. This is getting to be a closer round here. About two minutes.
Covington has a cut that came from a head clash of heads.
I'm telling you, listen, I think at some point this fight's we're gonna see fireworks here, and yeah, absolutely, Maria. I think we're gonna see fireworks here, and I think I expect a rough fight. I really do. I think this is gonna be a rough fight. Usman stepping, is stepping up the activity here, but he's not. I wouldn't say these are the hardest shots, backed by Usman. I think there's a lot of touching shots. It's kind of a little bit more of a point fighting stuff going on here a little bit. Okay, about a little over a minute left in the second round. I mean, you can't give up 2 rounds of your Kobe. I mean, it's close. Yeah, I see some scores, scoring have, I'm checking a couple of people here. I've got Usman up by 1 round. Probably that's right. You don't want to give up 2 rounds. Let's see here. Yeah, clash of heads. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. And Kobe and Kobe is going for those low kicks too. So he's trying to put some damage on it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's 2 rounds for Usman right now. But it's first round's close. I mean, it's Usman definitely much more busy now, throwing some points out there. And again, Usman, I think, is just trying to win those rounds. I don't know, dude. It's you can see the game plan that Colby's trying to do. Oh, no way, Josh. That's insane. That's crazy. Out in California, right? That's Roseville, right? All right. That's right outside Sacramento, I think. I know that area. I lived in California for a long time. You definitely see. Okay. You definitely see the game plan that Colby's trying to do, but Usman very busy in that round. Colby's going to have to answer back for sure this round. Paul, what do you think? Any updates on your end?
Yeah, that's what it said. I mean, Usman seems to be getting a little bit better of the action. I'm sure the cut for Colby isn't helping anything, and Colby's going to have to take it up another notch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Yeah, Colby's going to have to really answer back. Not as active that round. You definitely seen, if he got lucky and got that first round, then it's even. But I suspect I wouldn't be surprised to see Usman up 2 rounds right now. So, you've got to, Colby's have to really, yeah, that's okay. Let's see here. Okay. Just have to moderate something over here. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So.
Okay. Right. Sounds like maybe Covington is down.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Dude, Usman's got power. Usman's got power, buddy. Absolutely. There's no question. Usman absolutely has power. And maybe the striking just, he's gotten that much better. Let's see here. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay. What's the latest, Paul? Anything else?
That's the last that I've seen.
Yeah. Let's see here. Look, I mean, you have to weather the storm if you're Covington. You know what I mean? I don't understand coming out that cautious. I just don't. And he hasn't been.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree.
And he hasn't been busy as busy as Usman. And this is tough, dude. Yeah, he shook up. Definitely. Well, see, okay. All right. You still got a lot of round 3. Still got about 3.5 minutes left here. Yep. Wow. Okay. All right. Just trying to keep everything. Okay. Colby's firing a little bit back, but Usman definitely has the edge. Absolutely has the edge right now. No question.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, wow. Yeah, this is interesting. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I'm checking a couple different sites. Yeah, I dropped him at the end of that round, dude. Let's see here. Let's see, where is that at? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Check left hook, dude. And another one. Oh, yeah. Dude, Colby was definitely stung on that one. I'm just watching that. Wow. Colby going for the Russian, going for the, oh, dude. Yeah, back of the head there. What are you doing, Usman? Yeah, you can't see. Colby's smart, but okay. So then he works the body there. Okay. Yeah, hard shots at the end of that. Colby definitely took some damage there. From before. Interesting. Okay, they're back at it. So Colby's still in it. But absolutely, Usman's in control of this fight at this point. There's no doubt about it. But we'll see. But again, that first fight was back and forth too. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Now. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so basically 10-9, 10-8. So, you have to, Colby has to win all the rounds or get some kind of stoppage or some kind of something. Right now you just have to survive for sure. But Colby is definitely rocked and was hurt, but now he's back in the fight. So, again, we saw that the first fight where they were, it was and this could be where the boxing shows up. This next level of striking. At least we're seeing some wrestling out of Colby too. But you got to do a lot more. I think. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Hold on. So third round definitely looks like about a minute left. Usman looks a little bit busier, but Colby's, still making some moves here, but definitely, and it's stepped up a little bit, but it's, it looks like Usman still is really starting to, get some distance on this in the scorecards, but still, you still have 2 full rounds and anything can happen here. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we're almost done with the 3rd round here. They're both in this thing. And I think you've seen Usman just be a lot more accurate. So, whatever Colby's planning to do, you better do it real quick. Quick.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Colby's like, oh man, he's just getting stung. His face is a little bit punked out. There's no doubt about it. Look, and that's the thing. You can have, yeah. And I think he's a little bit worried about, Usman's doing a great job of staying on his feet and neutralizing the wrestling. Maybe Colby's a little bit concerned right now. He's just got to pull himself together. He's got some, blood. He's definitely got some damage, taking some damage for sure. So, I mean, you can have the best, game plan, but you get in there with someone with just tremendous ability, and maybe it's just a different level. And that's what it's looking like. I mean, Colby 2.0 may have met Usman 3.0, right? And so, we got to see what happens there. But he's back in the fight too. Exactly. So I'm not saying, I'm not, by no means. So, listen, we're going to the 4th round now. I have this 3 rounds with a 10-8 round for Usman. But, if I were Covington, I wouldn't, I was always going to look for a stoppage anyway. You know what I mean? I think that was the game plan anyway. So, but props to him for surviving that for sure. Yeah, man. Oh man. Okay. We need, right now we've got I think it's a 4-point fight for Usman. Covington's got to step up. It's the championship rounds. It's 4 and 5. It's got to step up, and we got to see what we're going to do here. Some people, and again, even if you gave that 1st round to Covington, it's still he's still way behind on the scorecard right now. So we need, he needs to put some damage out there. He needs a stoppage. He needs some kind of, needs to drop him, knock down, look for submission.
He did get a quick knockdown at the end of the 3rd round, but they're still scoring the round for Usman.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's, so that's what I'm saying. Okay. So Covington was able to get something in there, Paul?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like hitting the gun with the right hand briefly, like knock him down.
Like a flash. Yeah. Well, see, that's right. I mean, and that's always how do you score knockdowns in MMA? Right. There's a lot of that type of stuff, right? And just scoring in general, for. Okay, hold on. Yep. I'm reviewing some stuff. Yeah, dude, Covington's tough. And great wrestling by Covington. Yeah, that's it. Tire him down, drag him down. I'm just reviewing some of this stuff right now. Nice. Yeah, at the end of that round, definitely dragging him down, puts him that dirty boxing. That's it. You got to do the Randy Couture stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, Covington's not playing, buddy. Okay, here we go. Covington's not playing. Definitely in this thing. It's close. Look, Covington's starting to come on now. It's still, Usman's fight, but Covington's coming on now, dude. And he needs a stoppage. That's where he's at. He needs a stoppage. So both those things are true. This is interesting. This is getting crazy. This is getting very, very crazy right now. Very crazy right now. Let me see something here. Hold on. I'm just checking all kinds of different things for different updates and stuff. Wow. Okay. So now Usman's stepping up. Okay. Colby's firing back.
Yeah, Colby's starting to land.
Colby's starting to land.
Gonna have to land more of them.
And get him tired, drag him out.
Yeah, exactly right.
But you gotta put the hammer down now. You gotta put the foot on the gas now, buddy. You gotta do it. If you're gonna do it, Colby, it's now, buddy. And he's starting to do some stuff, but you gotta really start doing some stuff. Okay, let me see something here. In terms of power shots, relatively close. Relatively close. Let's see here. I'm just checking a couple things here. Okay. Yeah, Covington. Yeah, Covington with some good shots. Yeah, I mean, they're both firing, they're both slipping. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Usman's mixing it up. They're both trading on this one. This is interesting. This is pretty crazy here. I'm just trying to check some stuff here. Okay. This is crazy. Oh yeah. It's a good fight. This is definitely a good fight. About a minute left here in the fourth round. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, it almost doesn't matter at this point in terms of the scoring because Colby's going to need to at least do something dramatic with a 10-8 minimum, and really needs a stoppage. Yeah. So that's really what it comes down to. I mean, right? I mean, Usman's got the control right now, but I mean, again, and Usman's starting to pick it up a little bit more. So, okay, here we go. Colby's looking a little bit damaged, a little bit tired. Both slipping shots. Oh, Colby's in there, hands down, trying to mix Russell, just trying to muscle it up. I mean, Usman is just so powerful and just big, dude. He's just so much bigger, and he's put the damage on him. Maybe not unlike what we saw with Canelo and stuff.
So this guy just saying a report said Covington landed a heavy body shot to hurt Usman, and that it sounds like the fourth round might be his best round of the fight.
I think that's right. I think the fourth round was yeah. I can definitely see that. This is close. I mean, again, I'm not even worried about this Usman's got the win if it goes to a scorecard. Yeah. If he doesn't get knocked out, Usman's winning. Right. So Covington's got to just go in there and just go for broke. Just go for everything. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. But what's great is that people are like, oh, I mean, how many? Listen. I'll say this. I might turn out to be wrong and Covington loses, right? I mean, I had Usman, but then changed to Covington. But how many pros had Usman blowing out Covington? Oh, Covington's going to get stopped in second. That didn't happen, right? I mean, this is again most competitive fight that Usman's had, besides the other Covington fight. So in some ways, maybe this is more. I mean, so you know what I mean? So this has been great. So you can't argue with it.
He didn't. I mean, the little knockdown in the second, and he kind of started a little slow. If otherwise it's been, this could be the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, definitely. People are like, yeah, Covington definitely hurt him and stuff. Usman's wobbling a little bit. Hey, here we go, fifth round. This is it. We're on it. This is it. Let's see what happens here. Wow, Covington. Okay, Covington's firing, doing some stuff. This is all it. We gotta see. Who wants it more. Who wants it more? Who can close the show? Who's going to be the champ? Who's going to win? Covington. Weather the storm. Can he put the heat on? Can he press it now?
Yeah, exactly right.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, so the ref doesn't make the out of website.
Okay, good. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Covington was talking trash after the fourth. I'm telling you, dude, I love it. We got heat. We have heat in this one. Okay, Covington firing back. They're exchanging. Covington's a little busier here, but busier is not enough. You're not going to win the decision. You've got to do something dramatic, you know? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. Jeez. Oh, Kobe might be a little, may have some issues here. I mean, they're both definitely had some shots here. Wow, dude. I like it, but I like what Covington's bringing here. I like what Covington's bringing. I like both of them. The champ is. I mean, this is why everybody wanted to see this fight, dude. This is why you had to have this fight. You can't be like talking about other, Canelo is a. That's why we need this fight. Oh man. Okay. I mean, look.
Clearly trying to do in this fight is just throw uppercuts.
Yes.
I don't know if he thought he saw something that when Usman defends or leans forward, but he could throw a lot of uppercuts in this fight.
Yep. A little over 2 minutes left. We got kicks going too. Hold on here. Oh man, this is just like they're just like throwing, dude. Throwing. Let's see here. Oh man. Yeah, Covington got stung with the jab before. Man, oh man. Yeah, Covington. Oh, that looked like a really, I don't know what Usman was doing there. Maybe he thought it was, oh man. They're both banging. They're both landing. Oh, kick attempt by Covington before the uppercuts. Yeah. Dude, okay. Stuff the takedown. It's a good fight, dude. This is a good fight. Listen, I mean, I think Covington's doing much better this round. I mean, he definitely stepped up. But
it seems like Covington started a little slow.
Yes, he started too slow.
Just started too slow.
Started too slow. You can't do that. You can't give up rounds. You can't give up anything in this. About a minute left. A lot of action. A lot of crazy action here. Yeah, Usman's defended absolutely. Oh man. Usman, Covington firing back. Let's see here. Close. It's Usman's fight right now, but it's close. I mean, we got less than a minute left. Covington has to stop this dude if he's going to win it. If not, it's Usman's fight. But man, it's a good fight. It's no doubt. It's a good fight. Absolutely. It's a good fight. About 20, 25 seconds left. Man, oh man. Let's see here. Let's see here. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm monitoring a bunch of stuff at the same time. Yeah. Well, we're going to a decision. And I think that decision is going to be for Usman. I mean, I think he just did more. He got the knockdown. He did more damage. But, Colby, great account for himself. I probably give that last round to Colby. I think you've got it, Usman was just up too much because you gave basically where it gets interesting is if you gave the first round to Covington, then it gets interesting, but then still maybe it's a draw. I mean, I don't know. That would at best it's a draw. But that's other than that, Covington. I mean, if I'm Usman, I like my chances going into this decision. I can tell you that. For sure, for sure, and I would expect Usman to win on this one.
Just so you know, just before this thing quite ended, Covington got poked in the eye.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
It should be the wrap up here, but he did get poked.
I know. I mean, come on, dude. It's like,
yeah,
I know.
It could have been.
It could be. I'm not. I think, of course.
So
No, I know it is, and anything can happen. And these guys are going back and forth. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. All right, hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, so that's okay. So I got a little bit off track because I did just see that eye poke. I appreciate that. In terms of the stoppage, there's time stop. I got a little distracted on another site there. Split decision, maybe. I don't know. I mean, Covington definitely gave it. Covington started too slow. He did it to himself.
Yeah, he started a little too slow.
Started a little too slow, dude.
Well, but he started too slow.
Started a little too slow.
That's the problem in the night.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude.
Yeah, the first fight he finished poorly, but this one he started poorly.
Right.
That's the issue.
That's the issue, dude. But man, great action, dude. I mean, my gosh. Who do you have it, Paul? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially given the fact that Usman's champ and whatever, and the way that just kind of the attitude was, I think Usman's going to win. I agree with you. The best case scenario for Kobe is a draw, and it's probably not going to happen.
That's right. That's what I think.
I just
That's what I think. I think best case scenario is a draw for Covington. I don't see it happening. I think Usman retains. I think, Usman dropped him, and I think Kobe started a little too slow. But I think Kobe made it.
They seemed pretty cool after the fight. They were, cool to each other, so whatever.
Oh, you have to have respect. It's a hell of a fight. You got to have respect. Great, both great fighters.
Knows Kobe is a hell of a fighter.
Please.
There's no doubt about that.
Please.
You can't just totally, completely dominate Kobe like you can other fighters.
No, you can't.
That's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That was no question. Absolutely. Wow. Yeah. All right. That's good. It's good to show some respect. It's good to get that thing done right there. Listen, Usman, it's tough.
Fighters, I mean, it's good. You build up the fight, and then when it's over, it's over. That was the problem with Deontay Wilder after the Fury 3. It's like, what are you doing?
Right. You got to show some respect, dude.
He came back and was cool a couple of days later, but it's like, don't mess it up.
Right. Exactly. I agree with that. Look, props to Usman. Listen, and I guess I was right on Friday, wrong on Saturday. I thought I saw something there, and definitely listen. Kobe went out and did what I was talking about, and I think there's a lot of things that were there. But at the end of the day, Usman dropped him and is strong and powerful. I mean, great fighters, both of them. They both of them, got it done here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what's happening. So let me know if you know anything before I know something. I'm checking a couple different.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, a lot of people have it. Usman by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can see this fight a bunch of different ways, but almost every single way you're going to see Usman winning, basically. We're working on it, Maria. We're working on it.
So the scores, here are the scores.
Here we go.
48, 49, 46, 48, 47, 48, 47. I think the 48, 47 is probably about right.
That's what I think, too.
Which is around. Which is basically, that's actually quite interesting. Because that's 3-2 rounds to Usman, but it basically means they didn't give him a 10-hit round. That's basically.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have done that either. I saw that knockdown. I mean, it's like this isn't boxing. This is MMA.
So essentially, what we got here was Usman won the first 3 rounds and Kobe won the last 2.
Right, and that's what I saw too.
What happened here? Although unless they gave 2 of the judges gave him the first round and gave Usman the last round, but I think we're talking about Usman won the first 3. And Kobe won the last 2. Now Kobe is going to look at the scores and he's going to kick himself.
You started too slow.
I just had to start a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Win round 3, and I win this.
Right.
So it's like it's really good.
Right.
You weren't very far off from your prediction. I mean, the first round was very close.
Very
Third
close.
round was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So if Kobe has like 1 more minute of action in one of those rounds, you're right.
Right.
So
I know.
It's I didn't think this was a thing. I saw these scores. I'm like, no, this is not a blowout fight. This was a close fight.
It's a close fight, dude.
And Colby did damage in this fight.
Absolutely. Everything he was trying to do worked.
He definitely had a game plan. He just wasn't able to get the takedowns. He was trying hard to get uppercuts. He must have seen something in Usman's defense where he thought he could get that.
Yeah. Sometimes your game plan messed you up because you just look too hard for what you think is there. You know, you got to take what's really there.
Like the cut affected him. I don't know what the cut is, and I don't think it affected him much. But it's like I think he just started a little too slow.
But think about this too. I mean, Jorge Masvidal. Usman destroyed Masvidal.
Yeah, he totally destroyed.
So that may have been part of it. Is like you just need to, So I mean, dude, Covington took this dude to 5 rounds, and this time the full
very competitive.
2 fights.
He wins 1 more, he wins the fight.
Yeah, I mean, think about that, dude. It's like, and this is like, Colby Covington has served notice that he's in the mix for sure.
Yeah.
So
if these guys fought a third time, there's no reason Colby can't win.
Exactly.
Because now he knows what's what.
Right.
The first fight, he was just like you said, got some bad breaks, and he was hurt. The jaw was messed up. This one, he simply started too slow. Again, credit to Usman, but it's like at the end of the fight, Colby found things.
Yes, he did. Oh my gosh.
He was landing. He hurt him with a kick.
Yep.
He had it.
He needed to do what I said he should have done. Press this dude early and often,
exactly,
and just see what happens.
Wear him out. Colby's going to be kicking himself after the fight.
You saw the wrestling, yeah. Okay, Colby stuffed. I mean, he stuffed Colby in wrestling. Guess what? Colby's wrestling was doing fine. He may not have gotten credit for an official takedown. The wrestling was working, right? And he was able to get position. He was able to do some stuff.
And make the person think about it.
You got to mix it up. You got to at least threaten the wrestling. You got to mix it up. You can't make it. You sit there and just do it. It's like if you if you get. Yeah, you don't want to be in there with Overeem and not try to do a takedown. And if Overeem thinks you're just going to, someone like that all you're going to do is just stand there and do a kickboxing match, that's not what you want to do, right?
Not want to do that.
So
I totally agree. Look, Colby acquitted himself well. So now,
absolutely.
Think about it, guys. Usman's fight dominates people. He destroyed Woodley. He destroyed Masvidal. Colby was right there. Again, he wins 30 more seconds in one of the rounds. He wins the fight.
Absolutely.
He found something at the end. He just didn't start quick enough.
Yes.
So, all credit to Usman.
Oh yeah.
Great fighter.
Please, of course.
Nobody doubts that.
No.
So props to him.
Absolutely. Look, great fight. Really appreciate the people being with us here. Manted, Game Master, Maria, all the rest. Awesome. Really appreciate it. We're going to be doing more of these. We're going to do more. We're going to step up our game. We're going to talk about the channel. We're going to do all kinds of different things, but I know this was a great fight. We were right in almost everything. A little bit wrong on the Covington thing, but it's okay. But yeah, I appreciate everybody there for watching us and being with us. Again, if you haven't checked out the channel, please subscribe. We definitely appreciate that. We're going to have lots more of these things and many things. We're going to up our production level with the live streams. So this is just a start. We appreciate you being there. Hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you next time.